everyone! So I thought I would do something a little bit different today. He's staring at mummy. Rory's just having his lunch so next to me. I thought I'd do something a bit different today and do like laundry chat because I'm just kind of matching up our laundry and I'm about to start getting ready for the new baby, so I am quite busy doing that. So I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone and film a video whilst doing the laundry. I was supposed to be filming a vlog today and then like, I don't know why, all this week it just wasn't going to plan. So Wednesday was going to be my first attempt at a vlog day and like, what happened? We went to drop Rich to work because we've only got one car, so I have to like take him to work and then I have the car and then I can do what we need to do if we need the car, which we did that day because we were going to a baby group that wasn't like walking distance. So yeah, took Rich to work, and because the traffic in our hometown at the moment is so bad, it took an hour to do like a 10-minute journey, and with Rory, to be fair, he was actually really good and like held up really well. But then like fell asleep in the car, which is so unlike him because he'd only been awake for a little while. And then I had to like rush in, get Rory ready, like do breakfast. Luckily I'd got myself ready. Then rushed to baby group. Rory fell asleep on the way to baby group. And then we had the baby group and then got back and Rory had his nap and then he was awake at like 2. So most of the day was gone. And I think I felt a bit flat that day. I can't remember. Oh no, I think I was busy like in the afternoon, like just doing cooking and stuff. And like my mum popped in to help. So there wasn't really like anything to vlog. And then Thursday, what happened on Thursday? Just the same kind of thing really, like Rory was really sleepy, then we saw a friend and the day never really got started. And then Friday was horrible, like I don't know why, I must have woken up on the wrong side of bed and Rory definitely woke up on the wrong side of bed because we went to our favourite baby group, which is normally like such a lovely time, and he just had like tantrums from hell. And then it tired me out so much walking there and back. I was shattered and we just ended up like staying in. And the reason that he had tantrums is because all this week he's been really overtired and I don't know why, and he will just fall asleep. Like, oh yeah, Thursday night as well, he fell asleep at like 6 o'clock whilst I was drying him from his bath, which is unheard of. Rory's got like quite strict requirements to sleep. He likes to be either like rocked, cuddled, like a very like, he doesn't self-soothe basically. He likes to kind of have that interaction. So it's really unheard of for him to just fall asleep where he is. So he's been shattered all week and I don't know why at all. Yeah, I don't really know what to do with him, but I think he might have come out of it now because he had a really good night's sleep last night. Most of it was in his cot. I think he was in his cot until 4 AM and then he came in with us. Well, normally he goes in his cot till about midnight and then comes in with us maybe 2 o'clock. Hang on. So yeah, that's why I haven't vlogged. Oh, and then yesterday I spent the day with Rich and it was really busy, and also I'm too shy to vlog in front of Rich at the moment, so that's why. And then today, if I'd thought about it, we could have vlogged because it's just me and Rory, but it's not normally just me and Rory on a Sunday. Normally Rich's kids are here, but they've gone bowling. Where are all these socks? So it has turned out to just be us. So I could have vlogged, but it's now like, again, 2 o'clock, 1:45. So the ship has sailed really, so we're just going to chat to you on here. So yeah, so chatty update. Right, found a pair of socks. I hate matching socks like with a passion. Like these are socks from about 3 weeks ago because I just can't stand matching up socks. Chatty update. So what's going on with us at the moment? I am currently 35, very nearly 36 weeks pregnant. I'll be 36 weeks pregnant tomorrow. Now, lots has changed pregnancy-wise. I think the last time I spoke to you on YouTube about pregnancy, I was 5 months pregnant. Obviously now 9 months pregnant. Yeah, lots has happened and I failed miserably at sharing that. But, so the last time I spoke to you, I had a low-lying placenta. I'd had my 20-week scan and found out I had a low-lying placenta and that it could be possible that I would have to have another cesarean, even though I'm trying for a vaginal birth this time round. So that was a bit of a curveball, and I did find it hard because I'm quite a big believer in like the power of positive thinking, and if you think it right, it will happen. And I didn't really want anything to get in the way of that with this, because I'm very much like gold, like driven on my VBAC. Don't get me wrong, I'm 100% aware that I could end up having a cesarean and I'm fine with that. But I like to kind of keep positive thinking and I didn't want anything to intervene with that. And then obviously this big thing kind of clouded it as to whether I could be having a cesarean and it would be elective. And that would have made me really sad because I wouldn't have ever been able to go into labour, because this is definitely going to be our last baby and I want to experience labour again. So that was a little bit difficult, and then so it got worse because I had an appointment with my consultant and there were concerns that I had something called morbidly adherent placenta, which is where your placenta grows into your previous C-section scar, which makes labour really, makes the surgery really complicated, and it also makes your pregnancy, it's classed as a high risk, life dependent, life risking. I can't remember, but how was that? Let me Google it. What was it? Basically, it was like a life-threatening. It's classed as a high-risk, life-threatening pregnancy, which I'm not a particularly worried person. It takes quite a lot to worry me, and Rich is like the least worried person, and we were both a little bit shaken up by that because nobody wants to consider their life threatened. So yeah, we both found that quite difficult. So we had a few weeks of waiting once we got that news to see what the situation was. So yeah, I did find that really hard actually. But as it turns out, there is nothing to worry about because my placenta has moved. It's still front facing, anterior, but my placenta with Rory was anterior, but it's moved, so I am going to be having a VBAC birth, or attempting a VBAC birth, which I'm really excited about. But I did leave the appointment and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to go through labour again, because I just kind of put it out of my head and tried to not think about labour and tried not to get my hopes up and accept that it was probably going to be a cesarean. So it's really nice to kind of be back on track with like positive thinking, and yeah, I've started my hypnobirthing, which I absolutely love. Like, I think it's such an interesting concept. It's made me more chilled out, like just generally. I really am enjoying doing that. So I've started my hypnobirthing, and yeah, packed my hospital bag, and now we are just waiting. It's just a waiting game for the baby to decide when she wants to arrive. I'm gonna predict that it will be about 39 weeks plus a couple of days, because that's when Rory was born, and I know you shouldn't kind of put the two together, but when we had our scan at 34 weeks, they gave us her rough weight of, she was just shy of £6, which means that obviously with the weight gain that they make now, she is on track to be the same weight as Rory when he was born, which was £8 4 ounces. And I just feel like you can only carry a certain amount of baby. Like, I feel like your body will let your baby get to a certain weight and then it will decide that's all you can deal with, and then it will deal, like, yeah. So I am expecting her to be early, but I'm not naive enough to think that it's going to go that way. And to be honest, I am just enjoying the time of being a mum to one. I'm really excited to meet her, but I just kind of want to embrace the last few weeks of it being just me and Rory. And yeah, he's been off nursery recently because he's not very well, and then my childminder's at a funeral tomorrow. So he's missed 2 weeks of nursery, and I'm actually kind of glad because, like I say, I'm just enjoying having some time with him whilst I still can. I've been washing her clothes as well, by the way, majorly nesting, aren't we, buddy? Is that nice lunch? Yeah, so I'm not that like, I'm not overly worried about when she's going to arrive. But I'm trying to work out if these are like touch damp, if you know what I mean. Yeah, at the scan though, they also, it was an NHS scan, so I was really surprised at how like nice they were, but they kind of zoomed in on her face, and we were both really shocked at how much she looks like Rory already. It was really clear actually, because when we had a 4D scan with Rory, he was facing like quite a funny angle, so it was quite hard to see. Like, you did get a rough idea of what he looked like, and I could tell then that he looked like my brother, which he doesn't anymore, he now looks like Rich. But yeah, you could really see her, and that was really interesting to see how much she looked like Rory. And she also looks a little bit like me when I was a baby, but Rich didn't see that, but I know what I looked like as a baby because I've seen more photos. So that was lovely, and that did make me feel a bit more excited. Oh, sorry, make it all feel a bit more real, which is really nice. So yeah, now I'm just kind of trying to go through all of her clothes. I'm actually currently washing clothes that are not the like size that she's going to be in. All the sizes that she's going to be in are already washed and ironed and packed away. These are just like the next sizes up, just because, you know, when they like don't quite smell like home, or like a lot of it's either Rory's old stuff or it's stuff friends have given or I've bought second hand, just because I like to have lots and lots and lots of clothes as opposed to having a few little bits, and it doesn't smell like home, so I just thought I would rather get it all washed. But I've got another wash on and none of this is actually that dry, which is really annoying, because I had hoped I could put the new wash out, but it's not as dry as I'd hoped it would be. Never mind. I'm supposed to be turning this inside out as well, what an idiot. Oh, what else pregnancy wise? Yeah, so also pregnancy wise I have been really struggling with my iron. So when I gave birth to Rory, I think I lost in surgery 1/3 of my blood, and like, yeah, I can't remember, I can never remember how many pints it is, and I've said in a video before, so I'll try and work it out, but it was 1/3 of the blood's, like, my body's capacity, or 1/3 of what my body had in blood. And they did say, like, now if you go to any appointment they're like, oh well, you should have had blood transfusion, which I didn't, but that's a here nor there. So I had anemia really badly after I gave birth to Rory, and I was really poorly, and I thought I'd got over it, and then at my 12-week scan they said that I was anemic again. So I don't know whether pregnancy had reset it off or whether it had never really gone away. So all through my second trimester I did struggle a little bit with tiredness and fatigue. I've been taking iron tablets since 28 weeks, which have done nothing. So last week on Sunday I had to have a iron transfusion, and it kind of was just in the nick of time because my iron levels had got so low that they were no longer doing anything. So I was getting nothing, and also the baby was on the cusp of getting nothing. She was kind of sucking the last of it dry. So they were concerned that if they didn't do it when they did it, like it was a really rushed, like they did it really quickly, that she would have arrived like quite soon. And they were also concerned last week that, obviously I had it last week, they were concerned that it takes a couple of days to kick in, so I did get put on like bed rest pretty much for a few days, which I didn't really do, but I did take it really easy. Yeah, they wanted me to just kind of stay and chill out because it takes a few days to kick in. They were still a little bit concerned that she could decide to make her arrival, because obviously if your body is giving nothing to your baby, she might as well come out. Like there's no need, there's nothing there for her anymore. So that was their concern. Would you like some more quavers? Yeah, shall we get you some more quavers, seeing as you've ate those really well? 1 second. Have a look at that for a minute. Say hello. More quavers. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I am now currently majorly dehydrated. Like, I'm always so thirsty, so I'm trying to drink as much water as possible and just stay healthy for labour, really. Aren't we? What else? I will do a proper pregnancy update soon. Probably next week. Because I want to talk about symptoms and stuff, because they're pretty much the same as Rory, but I found that quite interesting. Yeah, I will do a proper pregnancy update, but I just wanted to like do a chatty video today. I can't really think what else there is to talk about. What else is going on? I find this part of pregnancy quite not hard. I found it really hard with Rory, actually. I hated being pregnant with Rory. Not hate, hate's a very strong word, I didn't hate it. But I just wanted to crack on with like that next period of my life and being a mum and discovering who I was as a parent and would I still be me and blah 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 blah. And I find this bit like really annoying, like just because there's no point in doing anything or making plans or that kind of stuff, because you're just waiting to see, like you're just waiting for shit to hit the fan, really, aren't you? So yeah, so there's nothing really going on. We're just kind of taking each day as it comes and waiting. Lots of people are asking if I'm worried about Rory and how he's going to manage, and the answer is no, purely because there's no point in worrying about it, because there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do, she's going to come, and if he doesn't like it then we'll deal with that at the time. But I couldn't possibly say, like, he is very much into his mum and I don't want that to change, and I don't want it to affect him as best as it can. And I just kind of, my plan is to keep him as busy as possible when she's here, which is quite a challenge when you've got a newborn, obviously. But we go to a lot of groups. Like, if he's not at the nursery, pretty much every day we do something, whether it's a baby group. And I'm starting to keep Thursdays as home days because I feel like we just both need it. But we'll see. Like, my plan is to still carry on going to those as soon as I'm kind of back on my feet and into like the rhythm of things, and just see how we get on. And I don't know if that's wishful thinking or I don't know if that's a genius plan. Quite a few people have told me to stay busy with the two of them, like get out the house and just keep them both busy. But it depends on what she's like as a baby. Like, if she's a good baby, that would be, look at this, it's Rory's, but I'm gonna give it to the baby. Lily said her name then. Yeah, it depends. It depends what she's like. Rory wasn't that easy a baby. Or I don't know, it's hard to say because he's your first, so he's my first. He was very clingy, but he is quite a clingy child, and that's okay, and we've just learned to adapt with that, and I actually quite like it. But I did struggle at the start, but I just wish I'd embraced it really and just like enjoyed it. But yeah, if she's clingy, then she's clingy. I've got a baby wrap, I know what to do there. If she's not, then that's great, that's fine, and then Rory can carry on being clingy. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm nearly done with this. I can't believe how much of this is actually still wet. It's really annoying because I've got a whole new load to go out and I don't really know where to put it. But yeah, nesting is definitely happening this week. I'm trying really hard to get things done and get things nice whilst dealing with Rory, and I'm so tired. Like, that's the main thing that I'm really struggling with. So I'm just exhausted. I'm really struggling with that. which again is obviously not helped by the fact that Rory is here and he hasn't been sleeping very well and stuff like that. Anyway, I feel like I'll wrap this video up because it's now nearly 20 minutes long, and no one needs to hear me talk for that long. And also I feel a bit shocked that I'm not finished with my laundry and it's taken me 20 minutes, but there we go. Never mind. But I will see you tomorrow because that's when my next video is up. If you enjoyed this kind of like different style of video, like whilst I'm doing chores and stuff, I think it's quite a good idea because it means that I can like do 2 things at once, which is always helpful. So if you enjoyed it, please do let me know or give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That would be really helpful and very much appreciated. And I will see you in the next video. Say bye. You can say bye. Say bye. Say bye to these people. He hates when I say bye because he feels like I'm going to leave him, but I'm not going anywhere, don't worry, bud. Yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.